Sitter.
Here.
Trustee Wells is absent. Trustee Wynn.
Here.
Attorney Fuller.
Here.
Mayor Hucker.
Here.
And Clerk McTighe is present.
If you all rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first up on our agenda is the first of two opportunities for public comment. The first is now, which is public comment on agenda items. So if anyone from the public wishes to address the board on anything that's on our agenda tonight, now would be the time. Secondly, towards the very end of the agenda, we have citizens wishing to address the board about any and all topics. So if there's anyone wishing to address the board tonight about any of the agenda items, all you have to do is come up to the podium and give us your name and state your case. I remind you that there's a 5-minute speaking limit. Do I address it? You don't have to if you don't. Yeah, it's not required. Yep, you're fine. And you may have some questions during the agenda item itself. So, yeah, thank you. All right, hearing none, we'll move on to the consent agenda, which includes the following items. Approval of the Village Board regular meeting minutes of July 24th, and bills presented for payment in the amount of $394,268.47. Do I hear a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Second.
A motion by Trustee Gus, second by Trustee Miller. Discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Trustee Willis.
Aye.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Miller. Aye. Trustee Sitter.
Aye.
Trustee Wynn.
Aye. Motion carries. All right, on the mayor's report, I have one item tonight. As you might recall from the last meeting, our prosecutor has moved into the role of our adjudication, I'd say judge, but moderator, whatever you want. And so now we are needing to appoint a new prosecutor. We have tonight, at my request, the resolution approving the appointment of Karen Baroni as village prosecutor and authorizing an independent contractor agreement. I guess we'll start with the motion to that effect. We'll move. A motion by Trustee Gust.
Second.
Second by Trustee Miller. Discussion. Any questions? She is here tonight. If anyone would like to learn about her pedigree, she's a prosecutor for Fox Lake, and So, hearing no questions, any? We trust you, Judge. Well, that's good. I appreciate that. All right. Well, then I guess we'll go ahead and call the roll.
Trustee Johnson.
Aye.
Trustee Miller. Aye. Trustee Sitter.
Aye.
Trustee Wynn.
Aye.
Trustee Gus.
Aye. Motion carries, and welcome, Karen. And if there's anything you need, I'll be on vacation. You can get yourself out of the frying pan into the fire. All right. Up next is reports from trustees. First up, we've got Finance Committee. Trustee Jensen.
Nothing to report apart from the date of our next Finance Committee meeting will be August 19th here upstairs, 6 p.m. Once again, seating is limited, so I recommend you get here early. That's all I have.
Often crowded and standing room only.
Yeah, I can't promise McRibs yet. I haven't seen them on the
I
menu.
haven't seen them. I'm not sure.
I have my antenna up for them.
Okay, thank you. Parks and Rec, Trustee Gust.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just want to say we got a big day for Saturday. Everything's in order, ready to go. Might be a little hot, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah,
Other than I'm looking forward to a good day for it, and I hope we get a lot of people coming.
and that's the picnic in the park.
Picnic in the park.
And what can we expect at the picnic in the park?
We'll have the fire department with the smokehouse. We'll have police dog. If it's not too hot, they said he would bring police dog probably. We have breakfast train. We have bouncy houses. We have 6 food trucks. We got a petting zoo. We got caricature painting. We got the racetrack that we're going to have there. We race 8 cars can race at a time. Some crafters. So we got a lot of stuff going on Saturday. Oh, the most important thing, we have a lot of bingo, got a lot of prizes for bingo.
Bingo.
We got 2 tents being put up, so it'll be nice either way, so.
Very good.
Have an enjoyable day.
All right, thank you very much. Trustee Wells is not here, and there's nothing on the Planning Building Zoning Committee agenda. Moving on to Public Relations and Intergovernmental Committee, Trustee Wynn.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I want to thank you for taking care of the ribbon cutting on August 1st over at the BP station on Sheridan. If anyone doesn't know, they have a pink gas pump that 4 cents of every gallon pumped will go to breast cancer research. And he's pledged that for the next 10 years. So it's going to be a sizable pledge that he's going to do. So
It's quite a deal. BP is getting behind it, and they're looking to roll it out across their customer or their client base. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
we really appreciate that. And then this weekend, of course, we've got the picnic in the park on Saturday. And when you're done with there, we've got in Zion, the Zinnia and Monarch Festival, Saturday and Sunday. They have different things lined up. So there's a lot to do this weekend. Hopefully you'll come to Foundries Park where it's cool and, well, maybe not too cool. I'm going to try to keep it cool. So, and that's all I've got.
Thank you. All right, Public Safety Committee, Trustee Siddick.
Thank you. I just have one item on the agenda, and what I'll be presenting in the form of a motion is an ordinance prohibiting parking on certain village roads during the Northern Illinois Air Show at the Waukegan National Airport in September. The committee has met a couple of times. We discussed things at length. We wanted to make sure that there was no issues of these roads being blocked in any way to prevent the sheriff's office or the fire departments to get through in case somebody needed their services. We did discuss, I think it's Skip from the airport. I did bring up, and I know our chair from the finance committee would be happy to hear this, but it was suggested that any costs incurred that the Village Beach Park pays out of pocket to be reimbursed back to the village. And I was hoping, probably a question for legal, is that something that we would need, something signed in advance from the Port Authority itself to make sure we do get reimbursement for this?
Costs incurred for what types of items?
Okay, the types of items, I'm not sure how this will totally work. We've got the sheriff's department that will be handling Beach Park roads.
Special detail.
The county and the state will be taking care of Green Bay, Wadsworth, and Lewis, and York House. Waukegan's going to take care of their little section, but we still have the cost incurred because we have code enforcement, public works, that'll be working over the weekend to help set up signs for no parking with the ordinance number on there. So that's going to come as a cost as well.
Sure.
Plus, we also discussed the use of the reserves from the sheriff's department. And that cost is not free either. And this is their event. Not ours.
Yeah, I would recommend we do get something in writing to resolve any differences right up front in terms of how this is going to work. So that would be my recommendation. We hammer out an agreement.
Okay, yeah, that's kind of where my thoughts were going and the committee's thoughts on this. But at any rate, we just want to make sure that these roads remain open throughout September 6th and 7th. I know we had discussed in advance too, because I know this is not the first and it won't be the last air show. So is this something, because it's date specific, is this something that the committee will have to revisit every year or?
Yeah, that would be my recommendation as well.
Okay.
Because if we're going to enforce tickets, parking tickets, you have to be very specific about dates and times, and we do not want to create a defense of not being specific enough, lack of due process. So I think it's simple enough to pass this type of an ordinance each year and address it each year through the committee to be sure that we can enforce, the regulations.
Okay. Great, thank you. All right, so this year it's going to be September 6 and 7, and I understand the hours are now from 1 to 4 instead of noon to 3. I recommend everyone grab your earplugs and just hold on tight. Okay, so this did come with full support from the committee to advance to the board level. So again, I did make the motion.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to approve ordinance 2025-014, or 014, and a second by trustee Miller. Discussion.
I have a question regarding the roads that are covered. It's the language, English is my first language, but I'm a little bit confused. It references Rose Avenue, Green Bay, and all Village of Beach Park roads intersecting with Green Bay Road in Wadsworth, and then colon, and then lists some other roads. I'm presuming that this refers to any beach park roads within the boundaries of Rose, Green Bay, and Wadsworth that intersect. So I'm specifically interested in, for instance, Beach Road. And if I read this correctly, that is covered. Is that about the intent?
Technically, Beach Road is a Waukegan Street there at Lewis Avenue.
No, on Beach and Green
Oh,
Bay.
Beach and Green Bay, yes, it would be.
So that language was meant to include all that intersect within those boundaries.
Yes, all the streets on Wadsworth, all the
Yeah.
streets on Green Bay.
That would be my assumption. I'm just a little bit unclear as to.
That was all the problematic roads
Yeah,
that have
okay.
issues in the past.
I guessed as much. The language is a little bit wonky. Thank you.
Okay, wonky, that's a good word. All right, any other discussion?
Well, another reason we're doing this is to try to protect a few of our local businesses that have suffered greatly with all the people that, in their zeal to get to the airport without paying for parking, will just plug up a lot of the parking lots, and then the real customers can't get to the businesses.
Well,
So
Mike Rector makes a ton off of that. He charges you to park in his parking
you're
lot.
not supposed to tell. Anyway, that was part of it.
Right.
Okay. Anything else? Roll call, please.
Trustee Miller. Aye. Trustee Sidik.
Aye.
Trustee Wayne. Aye. Trustee Gus.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Okay, let's see, the fire chief is not with us. He's looking at a couple of new ambulances for the department. Does the sheriff's office have anything, any updates on the hit and run in Green Bay thus far?
Nothing yet, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, that's all I have. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Moving on, Public Works, trustee Miller.
Thank you. This isn't per se Public Works, but it is of some interest, I think, to most all of us. We lost a resident this last week that had been very involved with the village for decades. Nancy Cloth passed away, and Nancy, for a while, worked part-time at the village. She was the office manager here. She planned trips. She planned parties. She was real involved in assembling welcome packages for new residents. She just about did everything that needed to be done. And she and her husband, Ray, who died some years before her, yes, you know, they were super involved with a lot of our campaigns and a lot of assistance over the years for Mayor Jensen, before Mayor Hucker, and Mayor Hucker.
They even suffered through most of our board
And
meetings
they
for
were,
probably.
when no one else
15
was in
years.
the audience, Nancy and Ray were there, and they never fell asleep, that I know. So we appreciated having them as part of our community, and they'll both be missed.
Yep,
That's it.
very good, thank you. Thank you for doing that. The TIF committee has not met, so there's nothing to report. Up next, we have staff reports, and looks like I know we just reduced the number of liquor licenses, and looks like we're getting ready to add one back.
Yeah, Mayor, as you well know, we received the application from Mr. Jose Castro over there, who was hoping to end partnership with his wife, Rachel, to reopen Mexican restaurant right up the road here, named Aichihuahua Cantina and Grill, correct? Yeah, so in order to do that, to authorize you to issue that license, obviously you need to update the number from 3 to 4, so.
Mark and I sat with Mr. Castro and discussed his business plans, and he currently operates, he and his wife operate a business in Waukegan as well. That is another restaurant. and successfully so, has had liquor licenses, and currently does with the city of Waukegan, understands the nuances there, has, I think, a great vision for this property here, and it'll be exciting to see that come to fruition. And so it's my pleasure to present an ordinance amending Chapter 5.16 of Title 5 of the Village Beach Park, Illinois, modifying the number of J liquor licenses, Class J liquor license. So do we have a motion to that?
So moved.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. We have a motion by Millers, second by Gust. Discussion. All right. I know this feels like a bit of a deja vu because that property has struggled to keep a business successful there, and I'm very excited about the energy that they're bringing, and I feel very positive about the menu selections and all the rest. So with that, we'll go ahead and have the clerk please call the roll.
Trustee Sidik.
Abstain.
Trustee Wynn.
Aye.
Trustee Gust.
Aye.
Trustee Jensen. Aye. Trustee Miller. Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Welcome to Beach Park.
Thank you.
All right. We have nothing on our agenda under old business. Is there anything under new business for the good of the group? Hearing nothing. Next item up would be citizens wishing to address the board on any and all topics. Again, reminder that we have a 5-minute speaking limit, and all we ask is that you come to the podium, give us your name, and state your case. Anyone?
Yes, I'm up. My name's Richard Clement. I own a house on Salmon Avenue, west of Green Bay Road, in the southwest corner of the village. I'm here tonight not to speak just for myself, but also for the 6 other retirees on the neighborhood. Some of them are handicapped, unable to get out and about. That southwest corner of the village has been, I guess I'll say, overlooked for quite some time. We're finally glad to see that the road's being re-blacktopped. I've been there 18 years, and this is the first major improvement that's been done. When the road was, I saw the road announced in the newsletter. First thing I did was went up to the village yard and talked to Pat. Pat and I looked at the prints, and he assured me that the road was going to be scraped down a couple of inches. We were concerned about the elevation of the road and the pitch back toward the houses, down the driveways with the water. He also told me per the print that there was going to be a 2-foot shoulder installed on the road. There's been no shoulder on the road, and the blacktop since I've been there has been flaking off, and I've been picking up blacktop out of my yard for the last 18 years. No shoulder on the road. They went ahead and blacked out the road, did a nice job on it. I commend the city for that, or the village for that. They started doing, it was kind of a piecemeal job, but it is what it is. They started doing the gravel shoulder. They did the gravel shoulder up Bayonne and around Adeline, the dead end on Adeline, which is not the through streets. They hadn't done anything on Salmon Avenue yet. And I saw they had stopped down at the end of Salmon at Bayonne. So in preparation of that, I had 6 inches of dirt taken out on both sides of my driveway so that when they put the gravel in, there'd be more than just a skim coat of gravel. Yesterday, when they came home, they were out there putting dirt along the road where the gravel was. They put blacktop, 2-foot shoulder, and then pulverized dirt down, except when they got to Salmon Avenue. When they got to Salmon Avenue, they put no shoulder on. Today they came by and they put dirt on it. I got dirt right up to Salmon Avenue, no shoulder on Salmon Avenue, which is the through street off of Green Bay Road. People come down to go to Bayonne and Adelaide, they come down Salmon Avenue, unless they come off of Blanchard from the west. The neighborhood's quite disappointed there's no shoulder on that road. There's no reason there couldn't be a shoulder. You know, I know the ditches are steep there. You know, they would never develop a road like that today. The village would never allow them to put a shoulder in at that elevation with that steepness. And yet here we are. It's a bad situation. Last year or the year before, we had snow plows off the road because of no shoulder, which damages the road. I'm sure it messed up the truck. You know, I talked to Pat again today when I saw the dirt going in and no stone shoulder. And I says, well, that's what the engineers said we can't do. That's all we can do. We can't do nothing else. And the village won't allow us to do anything else because of the expense. Your newsletter says Beach Park is one of the premium communities on the North Shore. Correct?
We are.
And we've got no shoulders on our road. For years, we've had brush overgrown the road out of Green Bay and on the corner by Bayonne and Salmon. They cut a tree down, the village cut a big giant tree down. It was 5-foot round willow tree hanging over the corner of Adelaide and Bayonne. They cut it down, got it out of there, hallelujah. But the stump is still there, and the stump's alive. That stump has now got suckers growing up 6-8 feet off of it. And the stump is in the ditch line blocking the drainage that comes north off of Bayonne. I also met with the Forest Preserve over there to get them to do something because they've got a big willow tree on the opposite corner of the curve. And it's a big giant willow tree that's hanging over the road. Are you familiar with it?
I know the area, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got buckthorn, honeysuckle, and willows. Everything overgrows the road. And nothing ever gets cut back. The Forest Preserve, what can we say about them? Okay. I was told that you guys got no assistance out of them and that I'd be better off calling myself. I met with Diane Hewitt and now I don't get any return calls. I guess I'm going to have to go to one of their meetings to see what they're going to do. The drainage in the neighborhood is poor, to say the least.
Yeah.
The neighborhood, what happens is the yards back up, the basements, people have had to put drain tile inside their basements because of the drainage issues. The drainage on Blanchard Road is bad. I've been to the village multiple times about the drainage on Blanchard Road. The first time they sent a woman volunteer out, her son, to pick up the debris out. They picked up the bottles and cans. We got a tremendous amount of garbage on Blanchard off of Green Bay Road. The second time I went up there and talked to them, they came by and they sent a crew out and they cut a few of the buckthorn and honeysuckle down in the ditch. But they never cleaned the invert of the ditch. Mm-hmm. Today I brought it to Pat's attention again. And he says, well, you know, he's dependent on you guys to give him the go-ahead to spend money to fix the area.
Yeah.
We should have drainage on the south side of Blanchard Road. We shouldn't have standing water a week after it rains on Blanchard. What happens is it backs up from Bayonne along Blanchard, and then it floods into my neighbor's yard. He no longer cuts the back part of his yard, and the water from my yard comes through the 2 yards next to the east of me, come down through my backyard, through his backyard to the ditch. Ditch is plugged, his backyard is now plugged, and where's it backing up into next? My backyard. Pardon me?
He was saying it was time.
We need some work over there in the southwest corner of the village. They've
Thank
been
you.
neglected for 18 years that I've been there.
Thank you
We should
for
have a shoulder
bringing,
on the road. We should have ditches to drain.
thank you for bringing this to our attention. We'll have it discussed in Public Works Committee and speak with staff a little bit more about it. So it's a new issue and it's obviously not. Pardon me?
Will somebody contact me about what's going on?
We can, if we have a direction that we can share, sure. That's fine. We can do that.
Who should I leave my name and number with?
I think you said you've been speaking with Pat. Have you got it, Pat?
Yeah, but I've got to check with Pat's number. He said he tried to call me a couple times, left messages, but it wasn't on my phone.
Okay.
I believe because he's got a lot of
Well,
contacts.
You see him after the meeting, maybe you guys can connect and make sure we got the right information. Thank you. All right, anyone else?
Do you need my name again?
Each time, please.
Nancy Stiles with an I. I came to the hearing regarding a citation for a noise violation, and the person that I complained about didn't show. So August 2nd of this year, I called twice for the deputies to come out because they were having another party. one of the deputies, Anthony Martini, came out twice because the second time I asked them to come to my house because the first time nothing happened. So I asked Mr. Deputy Martini if they came out. He came out with another deputy and they said it wasn't loud. So when he came out the second time, I asked him to write a citation because I can hear it in my house. And he said he would write a citation. I don't know if he actually wrote a citation. I didn't get a copy again. So I was hoping someone could find that out for me.
Yes, actually, our sheriff's liaison, Sergeant Heine, is in the back of the room, and I'm sure he can track down if a citation was written. You're not aware, I assume, at this point.
What date did it happen on?
August 2nd?
What time?
It was still light out. I don't know, 6, maybe 5, 6.
And he can dig into that, and he can get back with staff here and let them know if you want to check in. How long do you need to check that out, Mark?
I'm checking on vacation, so we'll look next week.
That's okay. Yep. So he can relay that back to our staff, and if you want to check in into next week then, and we should have some information whether a citation was issued and what details we might be able to give you about that.
Okay.
And
The deputies don't seem to want to get involved in these issues. And if I don't get a citation written, then I can't do anything, you know?
yeah,
So they're the go-between.
right. No, that's asking the question. You can always call staff and ask them directly, and they can. You don't have to wait for a board meeting. You don't have to wait for 2 more weeks to find out. If you've got a dialogue with staff, they can let you know what they can find out.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. All right. Anyone else? All right. Hearing none. We have no cause tonight for an executive session.
Which brings up one of my favorite parts of the meeting. I'd like to offer a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion to adjourn. Is there a second? We have 2 seconds. Pick one. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you all.